Looks like, wow, guys, we got 81 people already on the live tonight. Thank you for joining. It's not RacerX Wednesday. I guess it would be RacerX Sunday. It's not my normal day to go live to you guys. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Let me know if you can't hear me all right. For those of you that didn't catch tonight's live and you're watching it on replay, no big deal. We'll catch you on the next one. But tonight should be a really good one. I've been waiting to get an interactive live with you guys now for a while, ever since I went up to Speed Week. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay tonight. Let me know if you can't, and we will go from there. So give me 1 second, guys. Let me catch all of your comments. As you come into the live tonight, please do me a big, gigantic favor. Please hit thumbs up for me. Let me know that you're here, and we will get going. I have a lot of stuff to unpack tonight, guys. This one is going to be a lot of information coming at you. Tonight's my night to answer lots of questions so you guys can hear me okay. I've got a whole page full of stuff to write down, and that's not even including your questions tonight, guys. I know you guys have a lot of questions, so tonight I will answer them. Please hit thumbs up when you jump into the live for me. Already over 100 folks on tonight. So give me 1 second. Let me pull this up, and I can get your comments. And you guys, also, I have a giveaway tonight that I want to get. I will tell you guys about 5 minutes. I will tell you guys what I'm doing tonight. I have an awesome bunch of stuff that I'm going to give to somebody tonight. So I got lots and lots of stuff for us tonight, guys. So what did you guys think? Before we get going too much, I'm going to jump into the comments in one hot second to see who's here. What you guys think of Speed Week? You guys were with me through the lives, had almost 500,000 views on my channel, guys, in the last 6 days. For my channel, that is a lot of eyeballs. I actually had twice the views of Dodge themselves. And that is all because of you guys. And so I want to take one hot second before we get going on this live and acknowledge my moderators, certainly Aaron and Sovereign Knight. And but you guys know who you are. You guys did a fantastic job on my lives because it was kind of a crap show. You guys know what I mean. Like, we had some trolls on there. My moderators, you guys, thank you very, very much for what you guys did to help me out on this. Look at Not You jumping in with a $50 super chat to start things off. My man, Not You, another big supporter of my channel, of course. And Dave, thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate that. Great way to start off the live tonight. My man, everybody shouting out. Todd Snake is another. Todd, thank you once again. You guys know who you are, you moderators. Thank you guys for what you did over the course of the last 6 days. Always what you do, but especially you guys worked your butts off on my lives because I couldn't really control a lot was coming in, and you guys did that for me. So thank you guys once again. I really appreciate you. So, man, we've got a bunch of people on. My man, Not You, already jumping in with the super chat. Thank you guys very, very much. And yes, do hit the like button, guys. We've got 90 thumbs up, about 260 people in already. I have a lot of stuff I want to talk to you guys about, so I just want to give it just a couple of minutes, and then we will really start jumping in here. I mean, geez, we've got, I'm going to go to the top here really quick, guys. Now, the comments are going to come in pretty fast, so I will get as many as I can tonight. I will apologize ahead of time if I can't get to everybody, but that's what this is all about. So, RacerX friend says Eric. So, let's see. We have Gary Evans in the house. Is it frozen or just mine? Hopefully you guys can see me okay. I did see, now I will try to get to also, like I said, I'll try to get all the super chats. I saw some of the super thanks come in. I think I got all those back to you. My man, James Photos, good to see you, buddy. Let's see, you brought it for us all week at the event. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you for the super chat. So yes, James Photos, my man. But at any rate, guys, yeah, I mean, it was a crazy week at Speed Week. Oh, gosh, look at all the comments already, guys. So I'm going to get to as many as I can. Davion is in the house and so ready. Jonathan is here. Did they, let's see, are the Hurricane 6 and eat the law? No, I don't think that's happened, guys. We're going to talk about all this in just 1 second. So let's see here. Duster 42, too bad the Dodge is giving up on its dedicated muscle car enthusiasts. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I want to unpack this for you guys and kind of give you guys maybe a different perspective. A lot of people do feel like, look at Roy Morgan. Let's see, you should have been the donut guy. What's up, RacerX? Thank you, Roy. I appreciate it, buddy. I did, obviously, you guys, I spent quite a bit of time with Preston, who is a really good guy, you guys. I know there's mixed, I don't know why, but I mean, there seems to be mixed emotions with him. Guy, he's a fantastic dude in person. Like, I mean, he's a great guy, great ambassador for Dodge. Spent a lot of time with him this week, and our chief donut maker. I mean, you could not ask for a better guy. We went out and had a lot of fun on different days, and I saw him out there meeting just hundreds and hundreds of people, and he's just a super good guy, you guys, in person. I hope, have any of you guys had a chance to meet him before? I mean, I only speak from my own experience, and I will tell you that he is a stand-up guy. He is very, very nice. He loves Dodge and loves taking pictures with people and just being out there in that environment. And I feel like he's an awesome donut maker. And now when you guys say stuff, I do appreciate that, saying, hey, you know, RacerX, I wish you were the donut maker. And I do appreciate those comments, guys, very, very much. And I would have loved if they picked me, but the guy they picked, Preston, is a really good guy, and I give him a lot of credit. They keep him very busy, but I've been having spent time with him, nothing but good things to say about him. So that's I'll leave it at that. But thank you guys very much. Thank you guys for the super chats already. We're already let's see, how far are we? A little over 5 minutes, 335 people on. So here's the deal, guys. First of all, before I get going on all this, there's a million comments. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll get back. My man Break of Speed is in the house. Good to see him in tonight. SRT Hellcat HEMI's in the house. D is in the house. Are they releasing something? Well, not right now, D. So we'll unpack a lot of this here in just 1 second. Eric Tate is here. Diamonds and Tats. Yes, I got it. It says hello. Let's see here. I saw Eric Tate in here. Jonathan basically can reverse create an explosion anywhere by focusing it through a transmitter. I'm not sure. Okay, that comment doesn't make any sense as far as I can tell. What is he talking about? Let's see. You'll find out. RIP Dodge. So yeah. So obviously somebody else saw that comment too. So here's the deal, guys. Before I get going, 350 people on. Nacho has already jumped in with the biggest super chat for tonight. I like to do this from time to time. It keeps it fun. I have a whole bunch of really cool stuff. So for one person tonight, whoever ends up having the biggest super chat, we'll see how it goes. But it's something fun, and sometimes it creates a lot of buzz and makes these lives really exciting. But I'm going to give somebody a bunch of stuff that's really cool. One, I'm going to sign this hat that I got from Dodge. And rather than keep a lot of the stuff they gave me, I'm going to give it to you guys. And they only gave these to a handful of influencers that they flew in from all around the country. There's my man Scott jumping in. It says, you were great, Dodge. Not so much. Not a fan of the Hornet, not a convertible fan. Let's see. Hold on 1 second, Scott. I got to get you. Let's see here. I'm 50-50 on the Concept EV, but dude, you were awesome. Thank you very much, Scott. I really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for the super chat. And I did my very best, guys. I really did. A lot of stuff. Now, like I said, I talked to the executives. I'm going to get all this in 1 second, and there's some stuff that I was just going to talk through with you guys. So hear me out. But real quick, biggest super chat tonight still belongs to Nacho. He's won some stuff before. I'm going to sign this hat for somebody. I'm going to send it out. This is directly from Dodge. And that is be cool. But here's some other stuff that I want to show you. This is all going to go to one person. There's an SRT flag that they gave me, which is cool. I thought, you know, and I kept a few things, but I wanted to give a lot of this back to you guys. So there's a whole flag here. It says SRT. It's big and it's actually really nice. That's going to go. This is all going to be in one box. I'm going to send to one person. So that's how we're going to do this. Really quick. There's a bag that they gave us. Only I think 5 influencers got these special bags from Dodge, guys. I'm going to give this away. I just feel like it's the right thing to do. But anyway, this is a special bag they gave us. It's got zippers and stuff all over. It's an SRT Hellcat bag. It's got obviously stuff on the back here as well. It's meant to be a backpack. It's kind of got a string draw thing on it. But anyway, that is going to go with. It is pretty darn cool. Look at my man OC Motivator jumping in. Good to see him in the chat tonight as well. So I'm going to put all this stuff down. And here's the other thing. So I have all that stuff for you. And then also I have this bag of stuff. And maybe you won't care about this. I'm going to grab OC Motivator's comment in 1 second. He's tied with not you right now. But all of the stuff that I got from these guys, because they flew me in as kind of a special influencer, and I had really cool access to the track. This whole bag of stuff that I'm just going to give it like it's literally a whole bunch of stuff. All the experience stuff I had, and a lot of this stuff was done for just me and a handful of people. I'm going to give all this stuff away to you guys. All the bands, the special access bands and stuff that I have, I kept them all. So maybe you wouldn't care about this, but I don't know, maybe somebody would think they're pretty cool. But all the special Dodge bands that they gave me to get special access, I kept all of them. This is the EV Day band right here, guys. Only a handful of those were given out. That's why I was right front and center. But all those bands and stuff here, guys, there's the Dodge Thrill Ride Experience, all that stuff. There's the Motor Trend band to get me right in the middle of the track. Like nobody had that, but It was cool. So anyway, all these cool bands, I'm going to put those all this stuff is going to go to whoever has the biggest super chat tonight, guys. So right now, OC Motivator and my man, Not You, are tied. So we will see where things end up with that. But I just wanted to put that out there. Give me 1 second to put it all away. Look at all the comments coming in, guys. And that all comes in a bag, a direct connection bag. So I can't wait to send all this stuff to somebody. Hopefully somebody can get some enjoyment out of that. And thought maybe you guys might like to just be part of that experience. So all that stuff will go to the biggest super chat tonight. So let's see here, guys. Real quick, let me grab OC Motivator. He says, good evening, RacerX. Let's see, you're a good guy. Probably would have been thrown out of Speed Week halfway through the second day. So I did see a lot of OC Motivators videos and comments on the thing, and I know he was kind of upset at a lot of what Dodge did on the unveilings. And you guys had very mixed feelings and emotions on Speed Week. I know, and so here's my takeaway on this. We'll go ahead and jump into this. I want to talk about Roadkill Nights as well, but I'm going to jump in. I'm trying to get your comments as they're coming in really, really fast. Thank you, OC Motivator, for your, of course, I've got your shirt on today, as you see, like always, but a lot of mixed emotions about day one, guys. And I kind of share a lot of the emotions with you. I feel like day one, we saw what did we see? We saw a drag pack come out, 90,000, no powertrain, you're basically, if you build that car, $150,000 plus to build a car like that or more, depending upon what you put in it. Then we saw, look at my man Aaron jumping in, sending it all to Sovereign Knight. He's a great guy. Aaron, buddy, you are a great guy as well. You both are. Some of my top moderators, both of you guys, did a hell of a job for me. So thank you very much for that super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. And Sovereign Knight, always in the mix, always sending me good stuff. So yeah, you guys are both fantastic. Thank you very much. Oh, shucks, says Sovereign Knight. But anyway, so we saw a drag pack Challenger. We saw that the body, the shell, right, of a Challenger for $8,000. And then we saw a $200,000 carbon fiber 1970 Charger, two-door. Awesome, beautiful, but 200 grand, guys, and you don't get like anything, seats, you don't get an engine. So if you're wanting to build like a $300,000 to $500,000 car, you can do that. But that was all stuff literally for like 1%. And I mentioned that in a video, 1%, guys. So I get why you guys felt let down. And they showed a convertible Challenger. But you got to kind of work through direct connection to do it. They send it off to a third party. Lord knows how long you'd have to wait to get it back. And you're looking at forking out an additional 25 grand on top of what you fork out for the car. And Lord knows, like I said, how long you're going to be waiting on that offering. The Durango Hellcat, very cool. I know it pissed off a lot of Durango Hellcat owners because they said we're going to make it one model year. Now they're making it for 2023. But a great vehicle, very proven vehicle, but really nothing new. And then, of course, we saw a car they said they were going to take to SEMA. And we don't know about that. It had kind of a, one fast, what was it, guys? It was like one fast something. I forgot. But you guys saw the license plate. He said that meant something. They wouldn't uncover it. And I don't know any more about it than you guys. So a lot of guys thought, the night one was just a huge disappointment. I was a little bit let down. One fast 29. Yes, thank you guys very much. So I was a little bit let down by what I saw there. It was just a bummer, guys. And I think everybody expected just a little bit more. Now we move on to, I come back to Detroit. Of course, I think I may come back to Detroit here sooner than later. We'll have to see what happens, guys. So we'll leave it at that. But at any rate, the night two, what did you guys think about the Hornet? A lot of people were very let down by the Hornet, and I tried to give you a different perspective on the Dodge Hornet because everybody wanted to hate on the Hornet. I saw you guys' comments coming in. As soon as you saw the Hornet, you're like, Dodge is dead. They're never going to make another dime. They're going to die. They're going to explode in a big fiery crash. All the executives need shot. Like all that. It was terrible. All the comments coming in. I was like, really? Taylor says it. I like the Hornet. That's cool. So not everybody likes it, and I get that. But I wanted to make sure everybody kind of understood. And I've always said this about the SXT trim, guys. And everybody wants to hate on the SXT. And some people want to hate on the RT, right? And then, Hellcat guys want to hate on the Scat Pack. It's always this weird waterfall thing. But we sell way more of the SXT and the GT than we do all the other trims combined. You guys do realize that, right? And if it wasn't for the SXT trims and the Charger and Challenger, you wouldn't get a Hellcat. You wouldn't get a Scat Pack. They literally could not survive on just those offerings. So no, they do not suck. I'm glad we have those offerings. Now the Hornet, that's what they're doing, guys. They're capturing the 95% of people that are not guys like you and me and gals that want the big horsepower rumbly V8, only takes 93, gets 4 miles a gallon. I love it. You guys love it. But 95% of the population, guys, and I hate to say this because I wish it were different, but they literally don't care about that. They care about gas mileage and practicality. That's like sacrilege on this channel to say that, right? But that's what they care about. And Dodge, and when I talked to the executives, guys, I had full reign to the executives. They said, we need to put butts in seats. And so they tried to make it as Dodge as they could. Granted, I get it. It's an Alfa Romeo Tonale that they basically rebadged, put a different front fascia on it, and gave it little bits of differentness here and there. Same chassis. It's the same basic car. They tried to make it fun. But here's the thing: like when you look at it subjectively, when you talk about like the RT trim, for example, the thing gets 75 miles a gallon. You think people won't buy that, guys? Tim Kuniskis said 14,000 units in one day. I mean, everybody that was mad about that needs to get over it. I'm sorry. They need to get over it. That's where how I feel. Because guess what? That vehicle is going to give us the ability, give Dodge the ability, not us. It's going to give Dodge the ability to make really cool stuff. And if they don't sell the Hornet in the regular GT and even in the RT, we don't get cool stuff. That's how it works, guys. Sorry to tell you. So everybody needs to quit with this whole, oh, Dodge is dead because this Hornet. Give it up. Seriously. I think it's a smart move on Dodge's part. Tim Kuniskis, I wrote this down, guys, so we could go over this, but Tim Kuniskis, look, we don't do cars. Look at the shrinking car segment, guys, and look at what's going on with the SUV segment. They did this by the numbers, guys, but it's not for us. So don't worry about it. If you don't like it, they tried to make it as sporty as they could and keep that practicality aspect that the 95%ers want. And they're going to sell a ton of them, guys, I promise you. And I'm glad they will, because then when they want to come out with the big horsepower and all the stuff that they want to do, the fun guys get to come in, right, behind that. And because, you've got, soccer mom A, B, C, D, E, all the way through, 1,000 buying the Hornet in the GT because they think it's cute and it gets good mileage, then they get to make big horsepower cars that we want. So that's my feeling on it, guys. I'm sorry that not every single millimetric thing that Dodge makes 14,000 horsepower, but it's okay. So as long as they give us some stuff that's really cool, we'll be all right. So anyway, that's where I'm going with this, guys. That's what I wanted to put out there. I actually do like the Hornet. I like the trim. So let's talk about it. The GT, the RT, and the GHL, the goes like hell. Now, my buddy RT Life put out a really good video talking about he thought maybe the trim level should have been a little bit different. The power should have been a little bit different. All that kind of stuff. I love how people the comments coming in like fanboy. That is hilarious to me. Dodge should only make cars that make 800 plus horsepower, and they should sell 100 of them and then go out of business. Good stuff. So those comments are really funny. But at any rate, that's the thing. He put out another scenario where it's like, hey, what if the Hornet did this? And I thought it was pretty cool. If you've ever seen RT Life's channel, go check him out as well. But what they did is they tried to make it practical, guys. They gave it some styling and some Dodge cues. And honestly, I don't think Tim Kuniskis really wanted to put that. I mean, that's not his favorite car either, guys. I promise you, that is not the vehicle that he dreams of at night. Like, oh, this is the vehicle that makes Dodge Dodge. It's not what it is. But I think it's a cool looking little bitty SUV crossover thing that they're going to sell a ton of. That's pretty sporty. And in the upper level trim, we don't know the horsepower numbers on it yet, guys. We don't know a lot about how fast it's going to be, but I'll bet it's going to be pretty quick, surprisingly quick. So let's just give it a chance and let's keep an open mind on things. Really quick, I do want to grab Taylor saying the RT seems most practical. The GLH wasn't spoken about too much on this, but yes, they did that on purpose because it's still a concept. They don't know the numbers on it yet. But the Dodge guys are like, look, we'll see what we can do with it. I have a feeling that one has the 6-cylinder Hurricane in it, but I don't know for sure. Now that we saw the smaller one, or the GT has the 4-cylinder Hurricane in it. But it still makes, like you said, it makes more torque than the current SXT model does. So I don't know, it's food for thought. It is what it is, guys. I wasn't super disappointed with that offering, but I thought maybe they would give us more. Now let's talk about the third night. A lot of stuff coming up here, guys. I'm so sorry if I'm missing a lot of comments. James Photo, I got that one. Let's see, I got all my super chats in. So here the EV, guys, let's talk about it. What did you guys think about the EV? I saw mixed emotions on it. One of the funniest things I thought was the fact that a lot of the comments I read, they were mad about the EV. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, it's like no matter what Dodge showed us that last night, the night 3, when they showed us the Banshee. Now that we know it's called the Banshee, the Charger, the SRT Charger Daytona Banshee. That's the full name of that thing. A lot of people hated the sound of it, which in person sounded better than it did on camera. I will give it that. A lot of people said it sounded like that movie, The Wraith, which you guys sent me clips of it. I don't really know if it didn't sound like that to me, guys. It just didn't. So at any rate, but that's okay. Now here's the thing. Everybody says puke. Oh, it's not a big deal. Did you guys really think that Dodge was going to roll out for 2024 after everything they told us? They were going to roll out, oh, here's a Elephant V8 that makes 1,200 horsepower, and we're going to sell this to the masses. And I mean, I have to think that you're naive. I mean, there's so many people I think that were just naive about like, look, we're going to, like, that's what they thought was going to happen. Guys, that's not the way the world is trending right now. We've been talking about it for a year. And so no matter what Dodge rolled out with, it could have looked like a stealth fighter and you guys would have been like puke, ugly, terrible, awful. So, I mean, it's a little baffling to me, and it does take changing, guys, but I'm trying to keep an open mind on it. Now, I actually like the car. I'm kind of reserving judgment until I drive it. Now, there are some very unique things about this car, and I want to talk about this for just a second. I talked to the executives, and they literally told me, and I brought this up in a video, they wanted to take they didn't benchmark against Tesla, they didn't benchmark against Ford, they didn't like any of those guys. They all got in a room. All the senior leadership at Dodge sat in a room and literally had a meeting and wrote down every single thing they thought sucked about EVs. And it took them 10 minutes. They knew what sucks about EVs. They know why you guys don't like them. And they said, well, of all the pressures and everything of the world and the way things are going, and Tim talked about it, $500 billion already invested in EVs. They made no bones about it. They can't not do it. It's important to stay relevant and look forward. You know, some people didn't like the design. Some people loved the design. In person, I will tell you, I thought it looked pretty good. I love the headlight design. There are some things I love about it. There's some things I'm like, okay. But the interior, I really liked. Now, it's a concept, guys. Things could change. Everybody wants to know the performance specs of it, guys. 9 power levels, that's a lot. So I'm going to put that out there. I don't know how they're going to do 9 power levels of this thing. I'm still a little lost on how you order through direct connection on something like this. But, you know, Alex, I'm going to grab your super chat one quick second. But yeah, you know, that's where we are with things, guys. So like in my mind, it's like, if we want to keep an open mind, let's see what they have to show us. They're giving us a transmission that basically, you know, that shifts unlike all the other EVs on the market. There's a lot of industry first with this car. And I will say that, you know, I will only tell you guys, a lot of people made comments like, oh, well, RacerX only said nice things about it because Dodge invited him up there, guys. I hope you know me better than that. Most of you guys that have been following my channel a long time, you realize how stupid that comment is. It's asinine. And you guys know if I don't like something, I will tell you. And if I like something, I'll tell you. And if I want to keep an open mind and just see how things go, that's okay. But a lot of people were mad that I didn't hate it. And that to me is baffling. Why get mad because I wasn't stepping all over it and being like, I'm going to give it a chance. So, you know, it just makes no sense. A lot of people were upset. They're like, RacerX, you should hate this. Like, you have to hate this. It's mandatory that you hate this. Like, I don't. I thought it was kind of cool. I'm going to give it a chance. I think it's going to be the most unique driving electric vehicle in the world. I do think that. And I legitimately feel like they're trying their very best to make this thing cool and different. Based on what the executives told me, they have spent so much time trying to make this vehicle extremely different, extremely cool, and relevant. And I got to believe when it does hit the market, I don't know what the price is going to be, guys, but in terms of the vehicle they deliver to market, it's going to be a pretty enjoyable vehicle to drive. Now, will it be a V8, big rumbly, you know, shake back and forth, big cam, 1,200 horsepower? No, it won't. It's gonna. They did it different on purpose, and they didn't want it to sound like a V8. This is coming from the executives. They did not want it to sound like a V8. They wanted it to sound different. That's why they made it sound the way they did. They weren't wanting to do something they've already done. They were trying to do everything different on this car to make it not what comparing it to anything else. They wanted it to be its own unique thing. And I thought they did. Let's wait and see. If I ever get a chance to drive one for you guys, I will let you know if the driving experience is fun, if it's terrible, if they're missing some stuff, if they hit it out of the park. If I get a chance, but I'm keeping an open mind about it, guys. That's me. A lot of guys are like, look, it's an EV, will always suck, you know, and they won't give it a chance. And that's your prerogative if you don't want to do that. But me, I'm a car enthusiast. I like things that are fast. I like things that are different. I like things that are fun. And I'm willing to give it a chance to see if I like it. And that's where I'm at with it. And so let me read real quick. That's a lot to swallow, guys. Let's see. People didn't like the 4-door Charger at first, yet I grew to love it. I think we should give Dodge the benefit of the doubt. Well, that's what I'm doing basically right now. Thank you for that super chat, guys. Listen, I really do appreciate it. What do you guys, I mean, are you guys willing? So a lot of people say $100,000. Maybe that's right. I don't know. I mean, we know that these things are expensive, right? I mean, if the Plaid's any indication, this thing has a much, much nicer interior than a Plaid does. I'm guessing it's going to be equally as, in the top trim level, it's probably going to be equally as fast as a Plaid. Maybe not, maybe faster. We don't know. And I asked point blank the executives, including Tim, and they would not give me any information. Mostly because the truth is, I don't think they figured that out yet. I don't think they figured out exactly how much they want the car to make. I think they've got a good idea, but I don't think they want to release any of that in terms of like, look, it's going to be this, 0 to 60, all the testing. Keep in mind, guys, they've got another year before this thing is probably going to go into production. But they're just putting it out there. And the executives, here's what happened. They want people to see the car. They want people to just kind of digest it a little bit, so to speak, right? They want to be able to just look at it and go, okay, well, that's what they came out with. And then they're going to figure out how to get, you know, how to get some relevancy behind it, see how much power it's going to make. So let's, like I said, let's give them the benefit of the doubt, like Alex just said. That's what I'm willing to do. I'm not going to throw them under the bus. Now, that being said, I'm going to jump into this, guys. I feel like some stuff is missing, so we're going to get it in just a second. I got a million comments coming in, guys. There's a whole bunch. And I'm trying to read them as they're coming through. It's really fast, though. But, you know, I'm reserving judgment. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt on this stuff. And I thought I would see more on day 3. I thought maybe they would give us something else. So what is missing from... what is missing from the lineup that they showed us during Speed Week? Well, several things, right? So now we're going to get into this piece of it. One, the Challenger. I just put a video out on this. Got a lot of traction. People looked at it. And the thing is that, you know, the Challenger is a staple for 50-something years. 52 years, guys, the Challenger has been a staple of this lineup. I expected them to release a Challenger of some sort, not some race shell that costs $200, not some body that you can build a race car out of, and not a convertible that you have to order for $20,000 and send off to a third party from the factory. I thought we would see a 2024 Challenger, most likely with the Hurricane engine in it. That's what I thought we would see. We didn't. We didn't see the Challenger at all. And when I asked the Dodge's top executives, the people in charge of everything, I was simply told, look, you know, you got to read between the lines, and it's, you know, you don't see anything about Challenger. So, you know, reading between the lines, to me, these guys are very careful about what they say, but to me, that means, look, you know what? The Challenger most likely won't be a thing. And I hope it comes back. I hope they're messing with me on this. Thank you, Frankie, for the super chat. Electric motor sound is amplified through an exhaust. Yes, it is. You're exactly right. And Tim told me that himself. It is that was a performance exhaust on that car that they had at the show, which is weird to me because it's an EV. There's some different stuff going on with that car, guys, that we don't know yet. I promise you. There's a lot of industry firsts in that car that have not been talked about. That we just have to wait and see when they tell us. That's all I'm going to say about it. But I think it will be a good performing car. I think it's going to feel more like a normal car than any other EV on the market in terms of the way it shifts. I think it's going to provide a very unique driving experience. It will not feel exactly like a V8, guys. It just won't. But in terms of the experience it does provide, it has the potential to be a lot of fun. For a lot of reasons, guys. I won't go into a ton of them right now because I don't know for sure what all they've put on the car. But I have a feeling that car will be a different kind of car to drive, but it could also provide a very enjoyable driving experience. And so I'm going to reserve judgment on it until I drive it and know more about it. In the meantime, I'm going to give Dodge the benefit of the doubt. Now, I'm frustrated about the Challenger. I thought I would see a Hurricane, and I was excited. Here's what I wanted, guys. I wanted to see a Hurricane engine in a Challenger that you could tune and put downpipes on that would make 750 wheel horsepower. That's what I wanted. Didn't get it. Now, that doesn't mean we won't. I put that out there, guys. These car companies change their mind all the time. They're going to read comments. They're probably, here's the thing I did not know before I went up there, guys. They watch this channel a lot. When I say they, like the executive teams literally watch this channel all the time. And I'm super flattered that they watch my channel. It makes me feel really happy. I didn't know that going into this until I talked to them, and they knew exactly who I was. I tried to introduce myself, because I felt weird that I hadn't, and they were like, well, we know exactly who you are. We watch your channel all the time. And I felt really good about that. And they watch your comments. So they have it, and they said it's a sounding board for them. 3V Project. They said it's a sounding board for them because they want to know how their customers feel. They want to know the truth. And they said the best part about my channel, and it's felt really good to me that they said this, guys, was that I was very objective and very impartial. So if I said anything positive about it, guys, it's because that's really how I feel. They didn't ask me or tell me how to feel on any of this stuff. I've been very open and honest about all of it. And that's not going to change, guys. And that's why I feel like a lot of you watch my channel, is because I am objective. And I'll tell you if I like something or I don't. And that's how it's going to be. But, and I hope that you guys, that's why you guys want to stick with me on stuff like this, is for that very reason. So real quick, let me grab 3V Project. He says, I think one of the biggest elephant in the room in Speed Week was that they did not address the dealership markups. Yes, I'm going to get to that in 1 second, guys. And they probably amplified it with their special editions and will send to specific dealers. That was actually, first of all, thank you for the super chat. I'm going to talk a little bit about the special edition stuff and ordering. That was one of my main concerns, guys, and it didn't really get addressed. It's hard to bring that stuff up in this type of environment. It was one of my main concerns, and honestly, I don't really know. The only thing that I was kind of told, just sort of in passing, guys, and keep in mind, I spent a lot of time with these guys in kind of a non-formal setting as well, is that it is hard for them based on some of the laws and some of the strings attached for them to really enforce a lot with the dealerships. And it is a really sucky situation. I can't go into it really a whole lot more, but I really want to push for Dodge to do more about the dealership markup because it's killing us, guys. I've talked about it time and time again. Once again, 3V Project, thank you for the super chat, but you bring up really good points. The dealership markup is going to be insane, which kind of leads me into this next segue. Let me grab really quick. Hold on. There it is. Jonathan says, will they have future ICE vehicles or will they cut their losses with GME-T6? I presume any ICE would be hybrid, hopefully highway focused. And the answer to that, you guys heard it in my video. Oh, by the way, guys, hit thumbs up for me really quick if you would. I would really appreciate it. We've only got 278 thumbs up so far. We've got over 500 people on right now. But the V8 are going away, guys. 2023 is it. And he basically said by October, you're going to be able to tell where all the cars they build, where they're allocated. So if you want that last year scat pack with the dash plaque, or not the dash plaque, but the plaque inside the engine bay that says this was the last year, all that kind of stuff. Don't wait. If you want one of the V8 HEMIs, you need to get it now. I'm telling you, that's what Tim said verbatim in the live. He said that. I mean, to everybody, to the world. He said, look, 2023 is it. So that doesn't mean they won't do hybrids. That doesn't mean they won't do, obviously, more EV stuff. But I don't expect them to put out any more naturally aspirated HEMIs past 2023. He said that verbatim. We know that is fact now. So if you can get a hold of one of those and that's what you really want, then you need to go ahead and get it. And like I said, Tim said that verbatim. But now that the dealerships know this, wait to see what they do to the customers. And it is going to be a shame. Which brings me to my next point. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. You guys are bringing up some really good questions. Is the special edition Challengers. This was next on my list, guys. Boy, you guys have a lot of stuff coming in right now. I'm going to have to really kind of pick and choose on comments. But the special edition Challengers, this has me a little bit excited and then a little bit upset. And I'm going to tell you why. So I'm excited. I've heard all sorts of rumors about big horsepower, like elephants, all sorts of stuff. We saw the semi. Did you guys see my live where I showed you the semi? Wednesday is our first look at what the special editions are going to be. So it said on there, this coming Wednesday, we will know. So only in a few days, we'll know what that first offering is. And I think the production numbers were listed there. The size of the engine was listed there. But they could bring out some really neat stuff. Here's the problem. Most of those said like, look, we're going to make 1,000. On the 6.2s, at the end of the trailer, it said 300. Can you imagine how hard, if we think that even the demons were hard to get a hold of, they made 3,000 of those guys. If they're making 300 units, the dealerships are going to absolutely gouge the ever-living crap out of us to get those cars. I guarantee you. And because he said, we're only going to send them, you can't order them. So you just have to wait to see what the special edition is. If you want it, you have to look to see what dealership they're actually sending them to, which they will tell you. And then see how much that dealership will really charge you for that car. Now, some of them were like 1,000 units. Some of them were as low as 300 units. But good luck getting one. I'm just going to say that. I can't imagine that these dealerships are going to give these up at sticker or anywhere near sticker. They should. Dodge should force them to do that. It's not the right thing to do, but they don't seem to care, what I think. And they're going to line their pockets with as much money as humanly possible. And the people who have money to burn, those are the people that are going to get those cars, and they're going to hold on to them most likely. They're not even going to drive them. I don't want that. That's not what I want to see, guys. That kind of pisses me off. But so I love the special edition piece of it, but for regular people to get one is going to be really, really difficult. That doesn't mean you couldn't do it, but you had to be prepared to pay crazy dealer markup, which shouldn't be a thing, but it is. And so that's a whole other subject. I'm really looking forward to seeing what these special edition challengers are. We have this Wednesday, we'll find out what the first one is. And then a week later, we've got another one coming down the pipe. And that's going to be kind of exciting to see. I'm looking forward to seeing what these special edition ones are. Some of those have been rumored to be as much as like 12 or 1,400 horsepower. I don't think that's true. I've heard different things, guys, but the truth of the matter is I don't know. And so I don't want to tell you what those are going to be. So I'm as eager to see it as you guys. Of course, when I see what they are, I'll put a video out on them and give you my thoughts. So is that my one? Clint with a super chat, he says, just wanted to see my name in the big yellow letters. Thank you very much, Clint. I appreciate it, buddy. And you guys have been very generous tonight, by the way. Thank you so much. We're 37 minutes in, so I got lots of time to talk to you tonight. Stick with me. We got over 600 people on and only 340 something thumbs up. So guys, hit thumbs up for me. I would really appreciate it. So we covered, let's see, the special editions. You know what? Like I said, I would get a hold of one of the special. If they came out with a 1,200 horsepower E85 twin turbo fire breathing, if I could get a hold of one, I would love to have it. A lot of you guys want me to go back to Mopar. That's a conversation I had with the executives. I can't go into any more detail about it right now. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, that intrigues me, but paying $50,000 over sticker, as you know, is something I'm not willing to do because of the Z06 and all that stuff. And honestly, I'm ashamed that the dealerships are doing that to people. And what do you do? And like I said, there's no ordering these. They're just going to come out, find out where they're going to go. And if you want it bad enough and the dealership will sell it to you, more power to you. So we'll wait and see, guys. So really quick, I did see Baby Chewbacca. I love that screen name. Dodge's first EV plaid killer should be named the Dodge Devil. You know what? That would have been pretty cool. I kind of like that. And also Dirk saying, you look like you need a beer or a blunt. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Thank you for the super chat. Don't really mess with either one of those two things. I got me some water, though. There you go. But thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate it. So right now, let's see, not you. A bunch of you guys have sent me like the same amount on the super chat. I got all this cool stuff to send out here, so I gotta figure that piece of it out. Let's see here. Let me see I got a bunch of comments coming in. Let me make sure I hit what I was talking about. Are you guys disappointed that you didn't see the Hurricane in one of these engines during Speed Week? I was pretty upset that we didn't see the Hurricane. Not obviously they had the Hurricane 4, right, in the GT Hornet, but I was expecting to see like a 525 horsepower inline 6 that they've been talking about in a Challenger. I thought that was going to be the thing. And a lot of you guys have asked me, are they going to make the EV in a 4-door? They didn't say anything about it. They're making the Charger a 2-door. A lot of people have been screaming for it. Well, they did it, but it seemed to not appease very many people. So watching you go for a rip in that TRX made my day. Whoops, hold on a second. Was that Scott that went through? Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, yeah, Scott. He said, watching you go for a rip in the TRX made my day. Love my trucks. How did that jump feel? Yes. So I was going to talk about that as well. So Scott, thank you for that super chat. You're actually winning the highest super chat tonight as well. So we'll see if that holds up. But the TRX, as you guys know, is one of my favorite Hellcats they make. And it was a lot of fun. They kind of went a little bit extra with me in it. I thought we might have broke the truck. But we didn't, apparently. It felt like maybe we did, but it made it, and my GoPro stayed on amazingly, but jumping the TRX, guys, was a lot of fun. So they actually closed down all the thrill rides for me the day before we had that huge group of people at Roadkill Nights. If you haven't seen that footage, go check it out. It was called, I think I titled it like Dodge has thrill rides for people or something like that. I forgot exactly how I titled it, but they actually closed all of those down just for me so I could give you the behind the scenes experience of what that was like at the Roadkill Nights event. And it was really, really fun. So thank you for that super chat, buddy. I really appreciate it. I love that experience with the TRX. And the other two that I did too, the drift experience. You guys saw me put some Instagram stuff out. We went out and drifted. I actually got in a Durango with the chief donut maker, Preston, and we went ripping around, chasing. We were drifting, chasing a jailbreak for about 5 minutes with a huge crowd of people all surrounding the drift pit. And it was just an absolute wild scene when we were doing all this. And we just kind of got the crowd all hyped up, and it was a lot of fun. So anyway, that was a lot of fun. And of course, the road course that they took me on was also a very neat experience. So Dodge is the only company that does that stuff, guys. I mean, maybe, you know, Porsche does it on a little bit of a level, but they don't do the drifting thing quite like that. And certainly not the TRX thing. So, you know, in terms of just getting out there and being fun, that is exactly what they wanted to do. I mean, it's such a neat thing that Dodge does for people when they go out to an event like Roadkill Nights. Obviously sponsored by Motor Trend as well, but that was a neat experience. And, you know, that kind of leads me to sort of the next thing. I'm watching all these comments come in, guys, is the Roadkill Nights. Did you guys watch that video? I was literally the only one in the middle of the track while they were launching that. We saw my buddy Demonology. Unfortunately, he got knocked out first round, but he was out there doing his thing, built a really cool car. What did you guys think? My favorite car that was built there, if you watch that video, my favorite car that was built was the Viper that Throttle guys built. Did you guys watch that build? They took a Viper, a Gen 2, and they stuffed a Hellcat engine in it, and it was the coolest build. And that Viper did actually very well. It got to the semis. Weston Champlin, congratulations to him. He got all the way to the finals versus Alex Taylor. I feel like maybe that race was a little bit rigged a certain way, a little bit weird how they did it, but I won't go into a lot of detail about that. But I got to tell you, all of the influencers I saw at Roadkill Nights were amazing people, and I had so much fun with all of them. Certainly Weston Champlin, the most down-to-earth guy. He has 2.5 million subs, guys. 2.5 million. And he is the most down-to-earth. He's exactly the way, he's kind of like myself. I mean, what you get on camera is the same person you get in real life and in person. And he's so approachable. And he's just a good, genuine guy. We're going to probably do a collab, Weston Champlin. Would you guys like to see me on his channel? We talked about him coming to Florida, doing a collab. A lot of fun. Certainly the guys from Tavarish, another really cool guy. He's just down the street in Orlando. He's like an hour away. So that you can expect a collab on that, guys. So I met a lot of neat people. Let's see, the dude in blue, another really nice guy. He had a really cool build. We talked quite a bit. I talked a lot with all these people. Certainly Colette Davis. She's more of a drifter import type gal, but she's got a really nice channel, big following. Apparently her boyfriend's like one of the best drifters in the world. She had a great car, really cool girl. And then, of course, Christina and Grant, they're kind of newcomers, like college kids, but they were super nice, and they were out there learning, and they had a really good time. It was great meeting them. And then, of course, my buddy Demonology, you guys know him. You saw me take pictures with him. We were out funning around. He's got a video coming out pretty soon with the two of us, so stay tuned for that. And then, of course, Corrupt Builds. He had a very fast car. He's more of the Instagram presence, but a very nice guy. His name's Tony, and he built a very fast car. Super cool to hang out with. I talked about the guys from Throttle. They're a 1 million+ channel, and they kill it. And that Viper was awesome that they built. And then, of course, Alex Taylor, and she won the event again for the second time in a row. And she built a very fast car with her dad, and she did I think a show actually with a different garage and stuff. So all those people were super cool to hang out with, had a really good time. And I brought that action to you literally right from the middle of the track. I was the only one they'd allowed out there right in the middle to give you that view when the cars were launching. Oh, it was cool. So I really enjoyed that. And, you know, I got to meet just a lot of really cool people. So for those of you that were there in person, you guys probably saw me out there. At one point, the Corrupt Builds car blew my hat completely off my head when he was doing his burnout. That was kind of funny. I have footage of it, but I haven't put it up. But at any rate, we had a really good time with it. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And one quick thing before I forget this. Forza. I did a video with Forza. They're here in Tampa right before I left. They just put up a video like last night of my shop tour. I put my video up, but they had a really cool shop tour that showed a lot of different things that I didn't show you in my video. So Forza tuning, I don't know, Silver Knight, maybe you can find that link, buddy. If you can find the link for Forza tuning and their shop tour, I think their video is titled $1 Million Demon with RacerX. But that video just came out. Like yesterday, and he did a good job on the edit. Brenton, the owner of Forza, super good guy. You guys will see me do more stuff from Forza Tuning because they build some amazing stuff over there. But go check out that video if you get a chance. We've got 500 people on. You know, after they're done with the live, go check out that video. We had a lot of fun filming it, and the guys at Forza are great. So I really enjoyed that shop tour, and it just gives you a different perspective. That's not my video of what we actually did that day. So very cool. So let me make sure I hit all this, and I want to get back to comments. Look at Not You jumping in there. What did you do? Not You. Did I miss another super chat too? If I did, I'm so sorry. Let me double check really quick. And Not You just came in with the red turbo pickle. Definitely not a Dodge guy, but I still enjoy your channel. Great job. You know, I am a Dodge guy, but I'm also like an everything guy. I'm glad you mentioned that. And I saw Frankie, but you know, thank you for the super chat for one. And I would say, like, I'm not just a dedicated anything guy. And I think that's why a lot of people like my channel, but I do absolutely love my Dodge product. And they know that. And hopefully you guys know that. I mean, I love my Hellcat. I love my Sky. I love driving all these Dodges all the time. They're great, guys. I love them. That doesn't mean I dislike my Mustang or, you know, Vets. And I mean, I can really appreciate a lot of different stuff. And that's what allows me to be objective when I review stuff. If I just always give you, oh, it's only Mopar, this, or this, I feel like it's not quite fair. And it gives you sort of a different appreciation when you have a good, solid foundation for a lot of different, you know, all the different manufacturers, and kind of see who does what well. And I think it just helps. You got to trust me on this, guys. Plus, if you want to grow your channel, you can't just stick to one little bitty narrow avenue. But I do love Mopar, guys. You guys know that. So thank you for that super chat. What did Not You? He just dropped a big old super chat in here. Dave, my man. What did he say though? Where did it go? Here it is. He says, bring it. I'll beat everybody. Look at my man, Not You. Well, he is definitely in the lead. I got some great stuff coming for you, buddy. If nobody else beats that, I doubt they will. Thank you very much for that super chat. Not You, of course, is always one of my biggest supporters. And let me make sure here. Okay, yeah, and he is a moderator as well. So good. And then also one more quick super chat, and then I want to get to something else. He said, Frankie Humphrey said, did they mention any performance parts for the Hurricane inline 6 through direct connection? So that was actually perfect segue, Frankie. So appreciate the super chat. They didn't mention anything about it at the event. Now, I do want to cover this, and you guys have been so generous tonight, by the way. Thank you so much. Do hit thumbs up for me. Let's see if we can get, you know, maybe 600 thumbs up tonight, guys. If we can get there, I would be so happy with that. So I would really appreciate it. If you haven't hit thumbs up already, guys, please hit that for me. That just kind of helps the channel. So thank you so much. But really, let's talk about direct connection. So the direct connection people pulled me aside, and I asked a lot of the questions you guys wanted me to ask, right? One, about stage kits for the Hellcats. They simply have not been able to get them like carb compliant. That's the biggest problem, but they are working on it very, very heavily, guys. I can't go into a lot more detail than that, but you have to trust me. The direct connection people, one, they know it's a problem, and they really want to fix it. They're at the mercy of somebody that's not them, and that's the biggest problem. Is they're trying to push, but they're pushing on an entity, a government entity, that it's like pushing up against a brick wall, but they really are trying, guys. So hopefully that'll be a thing. Direct Connection knows they want to start giving us a lot more options, and they want to be able to have stuff in stock. So when I asked them about, for example, the blowers, a lot of you guys want to know, they have a new 3-liter blower, the 2.7-liter blowers. You can get those now. And they were so happy to tell me, they said, RacerX, let your people know that they can buy those superchargers, and they come as a complete kit. You literally just bolt it right up and tune it, and off you go. So you don't have to go searching for extra parts or anything like that. So if you want the new 3-liter blower, which I think is going to be pretty darn cool, I talked to the IHI rep, that's who manufactures the inner parts of those blowers. They're very proud of that new 3-liter blower, and so they're doing some good work behind the scenes. Now they're going to have their hands full with all this new stuff. Obviously, we see all these different vehicles that are all going to have to go through direct connection. In terms of like how, I can't wait till they do the Hurricane, guys. I really want to see them bring out the Hurricane in a Charger or a Challenger, because I think that platform, I know it's not a V8, guys, but I think it's going to be so incredibly capable when we see what it really will do. It's a much more advanced engine, guys. It really is. It's going to be, I know it won't sound like a V8, and there's some good and bad. I get it. But like I said, I'm trying to embrace this change, but wait till you see what one of those things can do. And if everybody questions, oh, it's a 6-cylinder, they don't perform, go to 2K or FL2K or someplace where they have these like Super Bowl type meets for street cars, and 95% of them are GTRs, which are 6-cylinders. So you got to embrace change a little bit, guys. But I mean, I was excited about the Hurricane engine, as I told you guys before. You have to understand, guys, they're not going to make the V8s anymore. So what do we do, right? It's like crying over spilled milk. We got to move forward. And so let's see what they are going to give us. And so don't be surprised if it does creep up in one of their offerings. But based on what they told me about the Challenger, I was super bummed, guys. I really wanted the Challenger to make an appearance. That doesn't mean it won't. We got the special editions coming. I get it. So we'll see lots more footage. You guys will see me release videos as those start to come out. We'll wait and see. Now, I did see some other super chats come in, guys, really quick, and I need to get some more comments, but I've been trying to kind of get all my points in because I go on tangents. You guys know this. Carrie, thank you very much for the super chat. I didn't see a comment there, but I really do appreciate the support on the channel. Of course, Roman saying, we'll wait till the end and push it to 500. Everybody's going to jump in last minute. That's awesome. Roman's ready to get in there. Alex says, do you think they'll offer these blowers for the RT and Scat packs? I asked about that. I'm glad you said that. I asked about it, and they're not, based on what I've been told. That doesn't mean you couldn't make it work, but they're not compatible. Because I asked the exact same question to the direct connection guys, and they said, unfortunately, and the IHI representative that was there. And like I said, they know the blowers inside and out because that's what they make. By the way, they make turbos. I didn't know that. Pretty cool. I found out a lot of neat stuff. So anyway, do you think they'll offer the blowers? Yes, I think that they will have blowers, but only for the 6.2 and not for the naturally aspirated 5.7 and 6.4. They said it just doesn't, they don't fit. So, and he gave me a couple of reasons why. I can't remember why, but unfortunately not. So you may have to go with a different setup on those. And keep in mind, guys, keep your boost low. The lamb rings on those things don't like a lot of boost. So, well, that's a whole other story. Thank you for the super chat. I think I got most of those. So, yeah. So the next thing I wanted to talk about, guys, man, your comments, I'm so sorry I didn't get more of these comments in. The next thing I wanted to mention really quick, guys, is, and I'm not saying this because they brought me up there, but I was very impressed. I got to make this point before I move on. I was very impressed with the Dodge executives for several reasons. One is they are, it's like when you meet other companies, I won't go into a lot of detail about it, but CEOs are CEOs. They wear suits and they walk around and they've got this kind of privileged entitlement type feel to them. And you make an appointment with me next year, type mentality. And Tim Kuniskis and his senior leadership, the guys that work directly for him, that basically run the company, that make all the big decisions, all that. Not that Tim doesn't, but you guys know how it is with CEOs. But at the end of the day, they are an incredibly approachable group of people. They're so in touch, and you could literally just walk. You saw me do it. Tim Kuniskis in my live, guys, on the reveal of the Banshee, literally walked right over to me and shook my hand on our live, and I showed you guys that. And he recognizes me, and he recognizes, all the comments that are made on the channel, and he spoke very positively about the channel. And I just think that's so cool because he was, we talked for about 15 minutes after the unveiling, and he asked me my opinion. What do you think? How do you think it's going to do? Stuff like that. And what CEO does that? And he is literally a car guy. And I can tell you this because I've talked to him on several occasions now. I never thought I would get the chance to say that, but he is. And so are the guys that work for him. Like, these guys are car guys. Like, they're not like normal executives. They don't wear suits. They wear jeans and polos. And they, they actually, they do listen. Good and bad, they listen. And you may not think so, but they know where their shortcomings are because they listen to channels like this and OC Motivator and RT Life and some of those other guys and a lot of other ones too. So I could go on and on. But at the end of the day, they want to know what we think, good or bad. But I was very impressed with the executive team of Dodge. And like I said, guys, I'm not saying that because they asked me to come. I'm saying that because it's the truth. And they're just a very down-to-earth group of guys that they want to do right. These are muscle guys. You have to trust me on this. That there's a lot of external pressures coming in from all over the place. At the end, they wish they could build you a 1,400 horsepower fire-breathing monster. That's a big V8 or a V10. Or you think they don't want to build that? They absolutely do, because they know that's what you guys like. But life is what it is, guys. And they're trying to do their best and make things still fun. But man, I won't go on too much about it, but I was very impressed with the guys up there and gals. The senior leadership of Direct Connection, I met all of them. The senior leadership of, the senior VPs, several other folks down the line. I met the guy that runs the wind tunnel there, a really cool guy. I got to go take a wind tunnel tour. I couldn't show it to you. It was all kind of top secret stuff. But myself and several other influencers, Demonology and all, we took a tour of the wind tunnel. There's only like 5 in this whole country, and it was very impressive. And just from the bottom to the top, I was very pleased and very impressed with the people that work for Dodge as a company. And so I won't say any more about it other than the fact that, they are car people. And I think that is such a cool thing, because even like other companies, they make cars, but they might not necessarily be car people, but these guys are. I mean, Tim Kaniskis is a CEO, yet he understands compression ratios, and he understands, cam specs, and he understands, where weak points are in engines. And I mean, he's a little bit of a gearhead, and I love that. I think that that's so cool, and I was sort of impressed with it. But anyway, enough about that. It was very cool having those conversations, because I kind of thought if I went into the weeds on things like that he may not couldn't be further from the truth. Like he's pretty in tune with things. Just trust me on it. So anyway, guys, that I did want to make sure I included that. So let me make sure I got all my talking points, because I want to get to more of your comments. Let's see. We talked about the Challenger. 9 power levels in the new Charger. That's crazy to me. Like, how are they going to do that? Because if you pull up next to a Banshee, is it going to have 300 or 1,500 horsepower? I don't know. These are thoughts that go through my head, guys. And then let's see here. The V8 HEMIs, guys, we talked about it. They're going away in 20. I'm sorry to tell you, but that is the truth. And then the 4-door segment, guys, no talk on 4 doors right now. I have not heard a single word about a 4-door offering. That doesn't mean they won't have a Charger 4-door. But donut mode, I did see that. I'm telling you, this EV is going to have a lot of stuff that nobody else in the world has. And just stay tuned and see what they bring us. But I was pretty impressed with it, guys. So, I mean, that is mostly what I wanted to hit. So let me get to more comments, guys. Not you, most definitely has the biggest super chat of the night. He brought the noise with his big old super chat. So let me go down and see. I missed some other ones, though. I think I missed some other ones. So let me make sure I got them all really quick, guys. So bear with me. Let's see here. Who did I miss? Let's see. Aaron said they must have seen your OnlyFans. Aaron, you are killing me with this. Aaron's been hounding me about this OnlyFans thing. Don't have one. I won't have one. Don't want to lose all my subscribers. Carrie with the super chat. Thank you very much as well, Carrie. I really appreciate it. No comment there. And did I miss? Please tell me I didn't miss anybody here. Alex, do you think they'll offer these blowers for the RSK? I got that one. Okay, so I think we're caught up on super chat. So let me get in here and see. Have I missed anybody? Okay. So, wow, your comments are coming in fast. I'm going to have to just pick and choose, guys, on these comments. So I apologize. We still have almost 500 people on. Hit thumbs up for me, guys. If we can get to 600, I'll be super stoked. Right now, my man Not You is winning the giveaway. Like I said, I'm going to sign the hat. I've got the SRT flag. I've got all sorts of good stuff here that I'm going to send out, including all my bands from the event that I saved. So a pretty cool little package I put together here that I will get out right away. And let's see here. And he's got that special edition hat too, I believe, which is pretty darn cool. So Where are we at? 504 on the likes. We're doing good. Sovereign Knight, thank you again for everything that you do. So let's see. What does Mistress Planetco say? Any word on, let's see, very hopeful, dance mode. No word on dance mode. You can make the car dance. That would be pretty cool. Let's see here. Artur says, I think the EV transmission is simulated in software to feel like it shifts. Yes, but it is a more advanced transmission than you find in a lot of EVs as well. So they try to do as much as they could to give you more of an actual driving experience rather than just kind of just that mundane blind speed. More things to help you feel the speed. That's what I was told. And, so I'm going to reserve judgment until I can drive it, guys. I really want to drive one of these. Maybe. I would love to get the opportunity to work with Dodge and, drive one and give you my thoughts at some point. We all know, guys, this is out on the horizon just a little bit. But, we'll just see how things play out. I love it. Let's see. Jonathan says, I heard the STLA large, which we know is what the Banshee is. Let's see. And then a smaller LB platform will be released with both the GME T6 hybrid and a full BEV available. The LB being lighter than the LX. Most of what you said is what I've heard as well. We've not talked at all about, Tim didn't mention STLA large, STLA medium. He didn't go into any detail on that. He didn't talk about the engines either, though. I'm sorry, not the engines, but the motors, the electric motors. See, there's my old school motorhead there. But anyway, I have heard like it's going to have 4 motors. Now, don't quote me on this, guys. I don't know this for sure, so don't. But I heard that it could possibly have 4 motors independently driving each wheel, which could be how they come up with some big horsepower numbers. They don't, certainly an STLA medium would not have that. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to finding out, just like you. Thank you for that super chat. Good stuff. And I appreciate it. So you guys, like I said, you guys have been unbelievably generous tonight. So I really do appreciate it. Let me see who else we've got here. There's a lot. Charles, do the Tesla chargers work on Dodge? I am told that they were working on some sort of a conversion to actually make that happen. I don't know if that's really a thing, but I would imagine that if they could develop some. I know Ford was working on that as well. They were working on some sort of an adapter. As it stands right now, I seriously doubt it. You could just take the Dodge or the Tesla charger and plug it into the Dodge EV. I don't think that's a thing, but that doesn't mean they won't have adapters. And I got to believe that they are thinking about stuff just like that. It's a really good point. Michael Smith says Jay Leno will get number 2. Well, let's hope they give me number 1. It's not very likely, guys, but I do hope that. So Scott, what are you doing here? Donut mode. Let's go. One of the few things I did like. Wow, Scott, thank you very much for the super chat, buddy. I really appreciate that. Man, you guys have been unbelievable tonight. Donut mode is something I was also, if you listen to the live, they mentioned that the thing did donut mode and everybody kind of went nuts. They were like, an EV that does donut mode is crazy, but they're going to have it. And like I said, this goes back to when they did the whiteboarding session. And I won't tell you the executive's name, but I talked to him a lot. And that, they knew that, like, the muscle car guys, they love that. Why do you think we have a chief donut maker? So they wanted this thing. The hard part wasn't making the list. The hard part was figuring out how to do all the stuff on the list. This is what they told me. So, not an easy thing at all. And so if you have an EV that does donut mode, think about that. I mean, EVs are known for how they stick to the ground. So how do you do 4-wheel drive burnouts, all-wheel drive burnouts and stuff? But they figured it out. And so that you're going to have a lot of different modes on that. Now, will you have all the modes on the lower trim levels? I doubt it. But on the high trim levels, yeah, I'm guessing that they did it on purpose, right? They want it to be the new age muscle thing. And like I said, guys, I know that it's sort of sacrilege being like EV and muscle just don't go together. But we're going to have to change with the times, guys. And like I said, I'm torn. I'm on the fence because I wanted to see Dodge do some more old school stuff, but we know what's coming, guys. And all the car companies are moving towards it. It is, whether they're doing it slow or fast, they either did this or they went out of business. And that's the honest truth. They couldn't continue to do this with all the pressure. They would have loved to have continued to make big V8s, guys. It's not that they didn't want to. The CEO, he wants to. The executives, all the way down, they love those cars. That's what, that's part of what put them on the map again and made them relevant was the Hellcat. and certainly the 6.4 and the Hemis and all that good stuff. So it's not like they didn't want to. They have to stay relevant, guys. And so let's try and support as best we can. I know you guys don't want to do it. I get it. So many of you guys are like, well, screw Dodge, screw them. But you can only say screw Dodge until they go out of business. So you can be mad at Dodge until they go out of business, or you can try and embrace some of the change, try to get in the spirit a little bit, and hopefully they start bringing us some stuff that you can get behind. I know it's a change, guys. People don't like change, and I understand. But I'm willing to stick with them, hear what they have to say, see what they bring us. And because I talk to the guys, I know what their intentions are. And they still want they still want to give you fun cars to drive, stuff that you can really enjoy. And that's what it's all about, being an automotive enthusiast, right? Guys like me, folks like you, men and women like you guys, we're enthusiasts. So let's just stick with them and see what they bring us. I'm willing to do it. Dragman says, I have one question. Will the Ram still have the HEMI engine after 2023? That's a really good question. You don't hear anything about Ram. Did you hear anything about that? You know what, Dragman, great question. I don't know. I got to believe that we will probably start seeing different power plants go into the Ram as well. But for 2023, they're still going to obviously make the Hemis. After that, we don't know, but they have a little bit of time to figure it out. So keep that in mind. They wanted to show us the EV early. Right now, everybody's kind of releasing their 2023 stuff, right? Dodge showed us the 2024 because they want to give us some time to embrace it, or not. But, so we still got a little bit of time. I would hazard to guess in 2024, you're probably going to see a Hurricane variant go into the Ram like you saw on a lot of the other trucks out there, like Ford. I mean, look what they're putting out there. So, more EcoBoost type stuff. So it would not surprise me at all if we didn't see an offering on the Ram for 2024 that is a inline six. So we'll wait and see, but right now we just don't know. Great question. It was a really good question. And then also Alex saying, I'll be disappointed if Donut Mo doesn't actually dispense donuts. Really good comment there, but I actually messed with Preston, our chief donut maker, while I was there, and I asked him to actually there was a little kid. It was so funny because a little kid actually thought he literally made donuts, and I thought that was super cool. Not the donuts in a car either. It was the cutest thing I think I've ever seen, guys. So, and he just took it in stride. So anyway, and I don't really quite understand like why he gets a lot of hate. Maybe you guys can help me. But he is a good guy. I mean, I was impressed with him. I thought he did great. So anyway, boy, you guys are so generous tonight. Thank you guys very, very much. My man 252 HEMI 392 has joined the chat, and he says, is Direct Connection ever going to have stuff for the 6.4? I put my VIN in and it says SOL. Yes, the answer is yes, but I don't know what that's going to look like right now. As you guys know, the 6.4 is a hard one to modify. This is all stuff that they want to hear though. So like I could literally get a list of things together that you want me to ask Direct Connection. Like if you guys message me on Instagram, I'll make a list. I'm not going to shoot them one thing or even two things, but if I get a list of like 10 things, I have the access now to shoot these guys a message, letting them know, and I can get the answers for you and tell you in a live, or it's good for them to know what you guys are asking for. They want to know this stuff. And so they want to use me as a sounding board for some of this. And so I love to hear this kind of stuff because I can literally pass this along to Direct Connection and be like, look, what are we doing for this? And they may or may not be able to do anything with it, but this is the kind of stuff they need to know. So, access to the 6.4 stuff. They should have some things. They have a zillion 6.4 cars out there, right? Great point. Great question. Thank you for the super chat. And yeah, guys, don't be afraid to hit me up on Instagram at RacerX Official. I tell you guys this all the time, but my Instagram, I'm trying to grow it. I still want to do the merchandise, guys. That's coming very soon. I'm going to try and get I keep telling you guys this and I'm working on it, but trying to get my website going, start getting some product for you guys, hats and stuff like that you guys have been asking for. You guys I'm working on that in the background, I promise you. So that will come pretty soon. I've kind of been busy with just, some stuff, but that is not something that I'm going to forget about. So I will definitely get that out there for you guys as well. There's my Instagram, says Sovereign Knight. Thank you very much for putting that link up there. Let's see here. Preston dissed Dodge and dissed owners on his channel. So I heard about that. I asked him about that. And of course, he's another guy that has always been sort of an enthusiast of many brands and all that kind of stuff. I think maybe that was taken a little bit out of context after talking to him about it, because I looked at some of your comments, and he said, it's a shame that they think that, because I've always loved Mopar, and I think maybe it got taken a little bit out of context. But I can assure you that he's a really good guy. That's all I can tell you. But, and everybody's free to kind of think what they want to. But if you ever get to meet him in person, you'll see he's a good guy. Let's see. So let's see. What does Taylor say? Taylor Marlowe saying, do you think the 392NA will appreciate in value in the Challenger Charger after 2023? And I want a hat. I will try. I will try to get you guys some stuff on a hat pretty soon. I know you guys have been asking me forever to get hats made, and I will. That's the first thing I'll get made, and then probably t-shirts, and we'll go from there. But we'll definitely make it happen. Now, in terms of whoops, hang on one second. I know I missed some other super chats too, guys. I apologize. So in terms of the 392, will it go up or value? I don't know the answer to that. I don't think it's going to go down in value. I think it depends on a lot of things, right? It depends on what the car market does in general. I think because if the car market, it can't stay where it is forever, guys. Because it just got so ballooned up, right? And a lot of people are talking about like housing and how it's going to start coming back down. We're already starting just barely to see car prices just crest, and maybe some people have talked about a car recession as well. So I think it's going to follow the market, to be honest with you. So I wish I had better like insight for you on what values will be in the future. But then again, if I had that, you guys know, if I had the crystal ball, I wouldn't be doing YouTube. I'd be up in some palace somewhere in Tahiti. I don't know. But you guys, I wish I had more information from you, or for you, I should say. But I do appreciate the super chat, and if I get any information, you guys know I will pass it along. But it's one of those things. It's kind of like, I wish I would have known 2 years ago to buy that Viper, right? If I'd have bought that yellow Viper for 73 grand, I could have sold it today for 115 or 120, just because of what the market's doing. But I didn't, and that's okay. It's all right. So anyway, thank you for the super chat. I want to see, I missed some stuff here. Let's see here. Man, I missed a lot of super chats, guys. I'm so sorry. Let's see here. Let me go down and get them real quick, and then I want to get some more comments for you guys. It's been a fantastic live tonight, guys. Thank you very, very much. This is the live I've been looking forward to, because obviously on my lives up there in Pontiac, Michigan, I tried to be, I kind of got a little bit of time with you guys, and then I just tried to be quiet and let everything take place in front of your eyes, so you guys could be in that environment with me at the same time as me, and that's the whole intention, right? And I kept those lives very short afterwards, which YouTube demonetized, by the way. They demonetized like 300,000, more than that, like 400,000 views on those lives because of the background music. Oh, well, what do you do? I mean, it is what it is, guys. It sucked, though. It really kind of pissed me off. So anyway, let's see here. 252 HEMI 392 says, do you believe the numbers put out by the RIP with the coil packs? No, I don't. I do not believe the coil packs add much at all on those cars. Kind of a random question from you, but yes, I don't think that they really do. It's kind of like the exhaust manufacturers when they tell you, our exhaust, it adds 25 horsepower. No, guys, the best exhaust that I've seen is the X-Mod, and I'm not just saying that because I'm sponsored by them. That's why I'm sponsored by them. So you guys have to understand how that works. But and the X-Mod added, I think when we put it on the Challenger, I think it made 8 horsepower is what it made to the tire, throwing the X-Mod on the car. And that is the best result I've ever seen out of a catback exhaust on a 392 car. Now, they do pick up a little bit more on the 5.7 car, but same kind of thing there, guys. It's the coil pack thing. Nope, I don't see any power gains from it, and just about all the other folks I've talked to about it say the same thing. So my 2 cents on it. Let's see here. Scott saying amazing live. Yes, absolutely. It's been a freaking fantastic live. Matter of fact, not you and Scott are tied for the biggest super chat. That's a scary thing. Where are we going to end up with this, guys? We're 73 in, but I wanted to stay on with you for a little while longer because I feel like I've just had so much to catch up with you guys on. So let me see, who else have I missed, guys? Aaron, let's see, what do you think about getting Tim on a live? Tim, I doubt Tim is going to join my live, guys, because he would be afraid of Just you guys probably wouldn't be very nice to him. Although Tim's not afraid. Let's get that. Like he's not afraid of really. I won't say he's not afraid of anything, but I mean he's not afraid. He's far from it. But I think that pinning Tim down to do anything like that would be a really tough thing to do. So at any rate, you guys, thank you all for all the super chats and stuff. You guys have been so amazingly generous tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Boy, I tell you, I did put in a lot of work. So a lot of people were like, dude, you just went up to vacation in Michigan and did. No, guys, I spent like the minute I woke up to the minute I went to bed for like 6 straight days doing nothing but either editing videos, out at events. Like I was really tired, guys. I spent all day today really just recuperating. I've been putting videos out like 1 or 2 a day, every day for the last week to bring you guys everything I could, reactions on my comments, on the new unveilings, all that stuff. Boy, did I get allocated a car. So I didn't get allocated one of the new ones, guys. Now, Dodge did bring in for all the influencers, myself, Demonology, Corrupt Builds, Colette, Tavares, all of those guys. They brought in 11 awesome cars for us to drive. You saw yesterday I put out that video on the HEMI Orange Scat Pack. A lot of you guys were surprised how much that thing cost. It's 65 grand on a sticker price. So, but anyway, it was a really nice car. I drove a wide body Charger red eye, black on black on black while I was up there. I drove a manual Scat Pack. I was switching cars out and doing all sorts of fun stuff. And I really had a good time with it. It was really neat, but in terms of getting allocated one of these new special cars, Dodge has not called me about it. I doubt it's going to happen. Certainly, you guys will know if Dodge says, hey, look, we want to give you one of these special allocations. I would love that, but I don't expect that's going to happen. We'll see. You never know. But good, really good comments here, guys. I am seeing a lot more. Let's see. Aaron came through. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody, guys. And I want to get to a few more things here. Let me see. What did Aaron say? You never know with Aaron what he's going to say. He says, ask. He says, let's see. We are all in and can be respectful. It's all family here. Yes. Aaron, of course, I'm 100% on board with you. I wish I could get one of the execs on. They're very careful about how they reveal information. I can assure you of that. These guys are really good about not giving any information. I talked to one of the head design guys while I was there, and we talked about a new Viper. Now, don't take this out of context. I talked about wanting a new Viper. He was on the initial Viper design team, all this kind of stuff. Really smart guy, really good guy. We were talking to the guys at Throttle about how they Hellcat swapped that Viper. And I just told him how cool it would be if we could bring the Viper back. People are paying $160,000 for Z06s, guys, plus $50,000 markup or more. Then there's a market for a Viper. It doesn't have to be handmade. I kind of made a bunch of points to him, and he was like, yeah. He's like, I wish I could make those decisions. So maybe I should have been talking to some of the other guys about a Viper. But anyway, I did have a really good time up there, guys. You have to be careful about how much stuff you bring up that's kind of controversial or whatever, because the environment was really about them just showing us some of the new stuff they're bringing us. So you can kind of bring it up in passing, but you don't want to press them on it too much because, I'm not trying to piss anybody off. So that's the truth of it. But I was very blessed to have been there and bringing you guys. I hope you guys felt like I included you as much as I could with everything. I showed you guys all the stuff, right? In terms of like, I put you right in the middle of the action during Roadkill Nights. I put you right in the middle of the action. I mean, I could not have been more front and center for all the unveilings, guys, especially for the Banshee. 2 guys were super nice, saved my spot in the front. It was so packed in there. It was standing room only. Even outside, standing room only, there were so many people. And yet I was the one right in the front, had more views on my channel than anybody else on that live unveiling, and you guys got to see it from just a couple of feet away while Tim was doing it. So I hope hope you guys feel like I did a good job of bringing you the live, that you enjoyed it, and you kind of felt immersed in that environment. It was really neat being there. We'll put it that way. In Dodge, man, these guys can market. I will not lie. When it comes to doing these little shows and the marketing they do and being there in person, it was very impressive. I've always given it to Dodge in terms of like they really are good at marketing in terms of just that piece of things. Their marketing guys are so good and they just get people excited. And I think that's one of the coolest things. Give me 1 second, guys. Still 441 people on. Guys, hit thumbs up for me if you would, please. I would really appreciate it. Let's get to 600 likes tonight, guys. Can we get there? I think we're almost there. So I would really be super happy if you guys could help me get over 600 likes tonight on this video. Let's see here. JG392 says, love you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Did I miss one? What did Jack say? Jack said, do you think that Tim's comment about not making an EV would be a 9-second pass to extinction? Interesting he's bringing this up. Is a hint to the quarter-mile time of the Banshee? Yes, it is. They made a point. I mean, obviously, so his whole point in saying that was, well, this will run 9s. They wanted people to know that, right? I mean, so I'm really glad that you said this, because that is something that I sort of glossed over a little bit, but he did say that. And like I said, they word everything very carefully to the millimetric letter. They do that on purpose. And they leave out certain information on purpose, and they include certain information on purpose. And that is something that obviously that he purposely said. And so he wanted people to know that, yes, this thing will run 9s. Now, he didn't say it would run faster, but he didn't say it would run faster. It wouldn't run faster. Does that make sense? So like they wanted us to know that that this will at least run 9s. So he wanted to basically tell us it's fast without telling us how fast. So really good point. Great. Thank you for the super chat. Great comment. I'm glad you brought that up because it is a very important part of that third night of Speed Week. So great job. So at any rate, yeah, that was very, very cool that he said that. And so do we know, I mean, 9s could be anything, right? I mean, it could be low 9s. It could beat the Plaid. The Plaid runs 9.2. Maybe it runs 9.0. Or could run faster than that. Or maybe it runs 9.9, we don't know. Maybe it doesn't outdo the Demon, although I think there were comments made at some point where they said it would outdo the Demon. So we got to expect at least a 9.65 or faster. I would be surprised if it wasn't at least a 9.6 car or faster. But they haven't, I don't think they've fully decided how fast they want it to be. Does that seem like a weird comment? I mean, I talked to them about it. I asked them, and they said, well, we included what we needed to include. That's what they told me, guys. Whoa, another super chat. Wow, RacerX. Whoops, no, that's not it. Guys, I'm so sorry if I missed a lot of your comments. Reggie saying, hi, RacerX, congratulations on the move. Thank you very much. I really want a wide-body 392 with December 23 being the end of the legendary era. When do you think the latest one could pre-order or buy one? Thank you. So great question. Thank you for the super chat. And I'm told that they're going to start opening the order banks for the 23s at any time. Everybody's been asking me, hey, RacerX, so when can I order a 23? Call your local dealers and ask them, see if they have any insight for you. But I was told that they're going to open up the orders for the 23s very, very soon. Now, what very, very soon means, I don't know. But guys, stay on the lookout, and you got to stay on top of it. If you want a 23, you heard Tim say it in the press conference, you need to get your orders in very, very early and quick. So guys, stay on top of it. That doesn't mean you got to call them every day, but I wouldn't go more than a week without calling and asking, checking in, and finding out when, because the dealers can go into their system and they can look to see when those order banks actually open up, or get somebody to call you from that dealership and tell them what you want and get that order in as soon as you can. Because my feeling is they're still working on chip shortages. They're still working with limited resources. If you want one, get your order in early, guys. Pay very close attention. That's my best advice to you. And like I said, you heard Tim say it. He's like, get your orders in, guys. You want them, you need to order them quick. And by October, we're going to know where all these cars are going. And they have a horsepower finder, I think is what they called it, something like that. Horsepower locator. So they're going to show you where the cars are going. So if you want one, guys, stay on top of it. That's my best advice to you. Thank you for the super chat. Boy, you guys have been amazing tonight. Oh my gosh, look at all the comments I missed, guys. I'm so sorry. I wanted to pay more attention to a lot of this stuff. Let's see, Carrie, giving you an MSRP allocation is a very small thing for all you've done for Mopar. You know what? I love that. Maybe I could get that, but here's the truth. The dealerships control a lot of that, more than I thought corporate could control a lot more, and they should be able to control a lot more. There's some weird laws in place and things. But certainly if we could kind of strong arm a dealership into giving me an MSRP allocation on something very, very special, I think it would be a lot of fun to do that. So I'm waiting till Wednesday, guys, when they show us what this first unveiling is in terms of, not to say unveiling, but this first special edition Challenger. I'm as eager to see it as you guys. Like I said, they're going to be hard to get, but And you guys can go back and look at my very first live. I walk all the way down the trailer and give you all the dates. So you can follow along as well. You can go to Dodge Garage. You can find it there as well. And so just stay tuned for all that. So it's all good stuff. Let's see, are they doing a demon? No, I will not be doing a demon as far as I know. They did the demon. Now, would they bring out another thing other than something called the demon? I don't know. But as we know, the production numbers are very, very low on all of these, especially the Hellcat variants. Like I said, we saw the production numbers below. I think that's what that was. That's what most people speculate. 300 guys. So that's like 10 times less than what they did on the Demon. And then we saw markups on the Demon of like, what, $40,000, $50,000 pretty regularly at some dealerships. And so if they're 10 times more rare, if they get 2 allocations, can you imagine what the markup is going to be on them? I don't know. Like I said, I keep digressing, but it's going to be insane. I can tell you that right now. Let's see here. What else? I feel blessed to have you, says JG392. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. What did Patrick say that's awesome? I see, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. Smash the like button. Guys, 610 likes. Thank you very, very much. We got there. Well, it's been an amazing live tonight. I've got not you and Scott tied, so I've got to figure that piece out of it. You guys have been unbelievable, but I still got to get this thing out to somebody. So I'm going to see what I can figure out on that. You guys are amazing. Let's see here. 3833 speed, says Patrick. I'm kind of going back up. Let's see, you need to do an extra for your videos that's cheap. Hang on a second. Let me see what he said. I'm going to see if I can get that comment. He says you need to do an extra for your videos that is a cheap 1 frame per 5 seconds animation cartoon like Speed Racer cartoon. That might be pretty cool. I tell you what, if you guys want to make me one that's really awesome and send it to me, then I am all about it. So you guys let me know if you want to make something cool like that. Hit my man up on Matty SRT, and he's got some pretty cool computer skills. He's the one who helped me with my intro, and he actually sent me a couple other intros I've been milling over too, which is pretty cool. So let's see, amazing live. Yes, absolutely, guys. Man, this has been fantastic. Sinister Coyote 50, my Mustang is way faster than a Scat Pack, especially now since I'm tuned on a tire. I make a 392 look like they stand still. You know, the Mustangs, as we know, I mean, especially if you throw E85 at them, they do really well, especially on the highway. Now, from a dig, different story, but certainly on the high end, especially if you're tuned, Mustangs respond really well to a tune. A 392, not so much. So just a very different type of car, So, it's all in good fun, though. Let's see here. Michael says one is Canadian money. Maybe that's what it is, Michael. That's funny. They're making them in Canada. Let's see here. Slim says it's over. Let's see. Highest likes ever, says Todd Snake. We 622. Yes, we're doing really good tonight, guys. I'm so sorry I didn't get to more comments here. Let me see if I can get a few more in, guys. I am getting a little bit tired because it is almost 10:30 here. So man, what a great live tonight, guys. This is the one I've been looking forward to doing with you. I know I haven't been able to be as interactive with you guys as I wanted to while I was up in Michigan, but I like doing these. Like I said, Sunday's not my normal night, but we had a big live. We had 500 something, almost 600 people on at one point, and it's just been a lot of fun. Let's see, cheap as in not quality, but in price. Yes. Let's see here. Taylor saying Sinister Coyote is correct for the comfort and speed with decent fuel. Scat Pack is the way to go. Let's see here. I got a 16 Scat manual with 27,000 miles, and it is the best. Yes, that's a very good grounded comment there, Taylor. Thank you very much. And I agree. The Scat Pack is wonderful. It's big. It's room. Each car has its own merits, right? The Mustang, different animal altogether, but certainly it has its merits as well. I know this for a fact. So let's see here. Let's see. Sovereign saying, hit up RacerX if you have more questions on my Instagram. Yes, he put my Instagram link in there. Guys, don't forget to get a hold of, go check that Forza video out when we jump off here. Forza tuning. In that video, we talk all about different stuff, different builds at that shop. It's one of the best shops out there, guys. Really, really good shop. Big builds, Forza. And good, and they are, guys, they're like a year and a half out if you want one of their builds. That's how just sought after those builds are at that shop. But you guys will see more content at Forza coming up. I'm glad you guys suggested going to see him. It was a lot of fun. Let me get a couple more comments. I got some important closing, announcements I want to make. So stick with me, guys. Let's see here. Michael said, sorry, I've missed it. X had to make an emergency trip home. My mom fell. Oh my gosh, Michael, I'm so sorry, buddy. Hopefully your mom is okay. my prayers go out to you and your mom, and hopefully everything is all right. So wow, don't have to apologize for missing the live at all. That's important. Let's see here. Joe K saying any advantage of getting a new 23 versus a 22? Not really. Besides that besides that plaque that goes under the hood. See if you don't care about getting a special edition. Let's see if you just want a regular scatter Hellcat. There's no advantage really other than you can claim it's the last year, and I think he said they'll put a little plaque underneath the hood, and he showed it. But other than that, it's going to be the same car for 23, guys. And thank you for the super chat, Joe. Also, my man Todd Snake, thanks for spamming the live with super chats tonight, guys. Todd Snake, always bringing it. I love the commentary, and thank you very much, buddy. I really appreciate it. Mr. Donut Mode, I love it, guys. So let's see. So Sly Sax, that's the one I have not heard before. Let's see. Hey, RacerX. Let's see. I'm a car music guy and a car guy, and the Hellcats are really easy to steal. Even with an alarm installed, yes, they are. We keep seeing more and more about that. That's one of the things interesting you brought that up, because I brought that up to the executive crew. Certainly the new offerings, the new Charger Banshee, they've got stuff built into that car to make it much more difficult to steal. Yeah, it's going to be, but they know that the current offering is tough. And so many people out there want to steal these cars, guys. It's a sad reality. I've done lots of videos on it. I might have to give you guys an update video on that at some point, but yeah, it's a sad reality, guys. They are pretty easy to steal with the technology these thieves have right now. The EVs have other stuff built into them that makes them almost impossible to steal. That doesn't mean it can't be done. I will never say it can't be done, but it's much more difficult to steal the new car. But yes, the current ones are tough. You almost have to park them in a garage, guys, to keep them completely safe. It's a sad reality of what we're dealing with right now. So thank you for the super chat. And my man, Matty SRT, chiming in. There he is. He says Durango Hellcat NTRX, from what I hear, will be made through 2024 model year. As a Durango guy, I'm happy for that. Just need to win the lotto now. Yes, absolutely. So I don't expect the Durango to stick around, guys. I mean, I say that. That doesn't mean they won't have a hybrid version of that too. I'm waiting to see. Guys, I don't know. I really don't. I want to believe that the Durango may stick around, but yeah, I mean, we know they're only going to make the Durango a Hellcat for 2023 because we know the big V8s are going away. They could make another appearance as a Durango because Dodge still needs that bigger SUV. Now, of course, we do have the Wagoneer from Jeep and all that sort of stuff. But, I feel like that big Jeep, or that big SUV segment, it's important. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a revised Durango. With a different power plant but a lot of the 2024 stuff, guys, we still haven't seen. So we'll see what happens. Thank you for the super chat, my man, Matty SRT, a big supporter of the channel, buddy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Reggie jumping in again. Boy, we got a lot of stuff coming in, guys. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. So actually, Scott says, did you learn whether the 6-speed manual, excuse me, guys, will be available for 5.7 and 6.4 Challenger Charger for 2023? There was no talk of the manual, so I don't know that. I got to believe that they're going to keep their current offerings, guys. I got to believe the 5.7 and 6.4 you can still get in a manual for this last year. I haven't heard anything different, so we'll just wait and see. But I think when the orders open, you'll probably still be able to get a manual. Would be my guess. Great question. Let's see here. So that's, and then also Reggie says, do you think February 23 is too late to place an order for a Scat? Yes, it will be. That's all I'll say about it. You need to put your order in as soon as you possibly can if you want a 23, guys. This is what I've been told. So, and that's what Tim said as well. Some like myself are saving to put ourselves in position to get one. See, and that's the hard part. If you're saving, you want put your order in and then continue to save. That's all I'll say. That's probably the best thing to do, because if you don't put your order in, I don't think you're going to get a chance to. And a lot of people want these last year cars, guys. They just want them. And because, a lot of people aren't EV people, and I get it. So that's my recommendation. Thank you for the super chats, guys. Awesome stuff tonight. Boy, I see some more coming down. Bo Brown, I haven't seen your screen name come across here in a while. You've probably been on and I've just maybe missed it. Maybe I already answered any interior, exterior changes to the Challenger. Nope. As far as I know, no changes. Now, the special editions, We don't know yet, guys. So those probably will have a few different things going on, but I mean, they're still coming down the same line, guys, and they literally are going to take that line apart as they make the last cars. So think about that. That is what I've been told. They're literally, as the last ones roll down through, they're going to be taking everything apart behind it and retooling. So once they're made, they're made. And I don't think they're changing the line. So I can't imagine we're going to see a lot of differences, even with the special edition cars for 2023. So don't expect any major changes. There might be some minimal stuff. Certainly they brought back the colors. A lot of people are excited about the 2023. They're going back to those, you know, the green color, the old school purple color, the gray color that they've had out. I mean, all those colors, they're bringing it back. A lot of people are excited about that for this last year. But guys, get your orders in on the 23s if you want them, and don't expect any huge changes on these cars. That's my best thought on that. So let me see if I've missed anybody else. Boy, you guys have been really, really generous tonight. Thank you guys so very, very much. I don't know how I'm going to do this between not you and Scott, because you guys have given me the same amount. So I'm going to have to really kind of unpack this and figure out who gets this package thing that I introduced in the beginning of the live. We still have about 400 people on, guys, and 641 likes. What an amazing, amazing live we had tonight. And I just can't tell you how much I appreciate all of your support. Did you guys like the lives? And was it cool being in that environment? I want to kind of just watch your comments as they come in. And, you know, it was definitely cool being there, but I really wish all of you guys could have been there with me. It would have made for a pretty crowded room. It already was, but I was just so glad that I could kind of do my best to immerse you guys in that environment. Go into the executive trailer with me. You guys got to come up top with me and see what that was like, and then walking through and just seeing all the different personalities in the room and being right there as Tim was giving us all that. And like I said, I know a lot of people are disappointed in what Dodge was trying to do here. I think a lot of people were unfairly wanting something that they knew Dodge couldn't deliver. And like I said, my biggest thing is I'm willing to give these guys a shot to show us some fun stuff. And I want that. I want so badly to see them come up with some stuff that we can kind of get excited about. They're still a really neat, relevant company, but they had to make this move, guys. It's the smart business thing to do. But don't think for a second they didn't want to continue to make big, high horsepower V8s. That, believe me, they do. It's just, you know, life goes on. Life has to move forward. So they either evolve or they turn into a dinosaur. And I would much rather them bring us some stuff that's cool than, you know, continue to do what they were doing and then go out of business and we never get anything from Dodge again. That would be a seriously bad thing for a lot of people. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt for now. And, you know, these guys might pull a rabbit out of the hat at some point and give us some other fun stuff to think about. Even with all the changing things out there in the world, we'll just have to wait and see. So we still have almost 400 people on, guys. We've had a really good live. Let me grab just a couple more comments. My voice is starting to get a little tired, as you can probably tell by now. Man, it's been so good, guys. Angelo says, will you try to go a Ford Mustangs event? A lot of people want to know, where'd it go? For your unveiling, it'll be super awesome to watch on your channel. Ford has not invited me to that event. I think it's in September, it's next month sometime. You know, I don't know. If they call me and invite me, I'll go, guys, but I just don't know. You know, I think a lot of people want me to go, but we'll just have to wait and see. If they don't call me, guys, there's not much I can do about it anyway. I was really happy when Dodge called me and told me they definitely needed me there, and that was exciting. I've got a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth right now with Chevrolet. That's probably another video. We'll talk about all that. Won't go into a lot of detail about it. As you can imagine, guys, what I'm probably going to say about that, but we'll see. So let me see. K-Cars saved Dodge. Yes, I agree. I wouldn't say they saved them, but they certainly elevated them to another level. You know, we'll have to see what they come down with. I mean, I love the spirit of Dodge. They just got to continue. In the spirit of Dodge, we've got to hopefully get more cool stuff coming down the pipe for people to get excited about. So let me see what else we've got. Tyler says, you definitely put in the work, brother. Long streams lead to success on long days. Yes, that's it, man. Sometimes you just got to put the work in and hope for the best. And you guys have been amazing. Like I said, really over the last week, I have seen my channel hit, I think we've gathered another maybe 4,000 subscribers just in a week. And we've seen my channel get about 500,000 views in a week. And for my channel, that is some solid work. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys sticking in there with me on these lives and paying close attention and giving me your honest feedback about the stuff, whether it's good or bad. You know, I'm asking you guys to try and keep an open mind about things and kind of give them a little bit of a benefit of doubt, not throw so much hate out there so quickly. But by no means is that, like I said, Dodge didn't tell me to say any of this, and I wouldn't, even if they asked me to, guys. That's not my way. You guys know that. That's why hopefully that's why you follow me. It's because I'll tell you the truth and I'll be honest. And that's one of the things Dodge said they loved about my channel. Like I said, they love the fact that I'm objective and I'm honest, and you know, and I think that there's some value to that. At least I try. So anyway, guys, let's see. Hydrogen. No word about hydrogen yet, guys. I think that may be something that in the future we could see, but it's been rumored, but still nothing. Like I said, we don't know everything that's coming out for 24, guys. We've only seen the EV. So let's hang in just a little bit until they give us more. It might be a little while, but they may still surprise us yet. You know what I mean? A lot of this, what they're hearing right now, they're hearing what you're saying. They're hearing a lot of people saying they're disappointed. They're hearing a lot of people saying, you know, I wasn't really all that enthusiastic. So, you know, I think that they needed to take this time to reflect and see how people react. And, you know, and that way they know. And that doesn't mean they can give you the world, but you can hope, right? So we'll go with that. But anyway, guys, so all right. So guys, I got to wrap this up. We've been on for quite a while. Geez, 100 minutes I've been on here just blabbing my gums to you guys, and you guys have stuck in here with me. 662 likes tonight, guys. Massive super chats from a bunch of guys. So let me kind of just wrap this up. One, my man OC Motivator, once again, go check out his channel. You know, he's a great guy. He's very opinionated about all these offerings, but he was on tonight. My man Break of Speed got a great Corvette channel. He was on tonight. You know, we saw a lot of other folks too. Certainly a lot of my moderators, you know, a lot of the people, my biggest supporters. You guys have all been here to support me tonight on this live. So thank you guys so much for all of your support all the time. But I really needed that support, not just tonight, but over the past week and all that stuff, because it's been kind of draining, but a very rewarding experience. And who knows, maybe Dodge will decide that they want me to be a representative of the brand and show you guys some really unique stuff in the future. I would love that. I would love the chance to do it. So, anyway, so real quick to wrap things up, Roadkill Nights was a blast. The influencers I work with, amazing people. You expect some collabs with some really big YouTubers coming up because I made some great relationships while I was up there. Certainly the Forza video, go check them out. Forza Tuning. Alex, how do you become a moderator? I have to promote you to moderator. So that's something that happens over time, Alex. And who knows, maybe at some point I might go ahead and get you a moderator spot as well. But thank you for the super chat very, very much. I really appreciate it. You've been very generous tonight, Alex. Thank you very much. And then, of course, the night one, we saw that. Everybody was kind of disappointed with night one. We saw a lot of racing stuff, but not a lot of stuff to get excited about if you're not like a drag racer. The Durango Hellcat, very cool. Good luck getting one. They're going to be tough. And then, of course, the convertible Challenger, which you have to send off through direct connection and get done 25 grand. I'm not a convertible guy anyway, but maybe there's some people out there that think it's cool. Good luck in terms of how long it's going to take you to get one. We'll see. Certainly night two, the Hornet. I kind of like the Hornet, guys. I don't mind it. I would daily, a Hornet GT or GLH, I'm not a GT, I'm sorry, an RT or a GLH. Guys, 75 miles a gallon in something that makes all that torque. I mean, for a daily, how could you not like that? I don't know. I mean, like I said, it wouldn't be my race car, but for something the daily that could be fun and sporty, I mean, I think they're going to sell a ton of them, guys. Whether you like it or not, they need to sell a ton of them. So it is what it is. Night three, the Banshee. That's the one that's so controversial right now. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Some people are on the fence. We'll see. I would love the chance to drive it. I'm kind of just holding off on any more thoughts other than the fact that I kind of liked it. I love the interior on it. We'll see what they come to market with. Let's wait and hear more about it, guys. Let's give it a chance, please. And I'm just trying to keep an open mind on it. That's all I can do. But anyway, guys, what else? The four-door segment, we don't know anything about. There's certainly no talk of the Hurricane at this point, which is a little disappointing. Taylor, let's see, the shell for 8K may be a collector. Won't mind, might buy one. If you want to build a race car, that's something you could do for 8K. That's great. You got to have a shop and a lot of other supplies to do it. But if you have those resources, maybe it's something to look into. So certainly something to think about there. 9 power levels in the new Banshee, he said. So that's something to think about. 9-second pass, as somebody mentioned. So we know it's at least going to do 9s most likely. No Challenger, guys, for 2024 as far as we know right now. We'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. I was amazed they didn't bring it out in a Hurricane form. But like I said, they haven't showed us everything for 2024 yet. Dealer markups are going to be insane. We talked about that. So we can all enjoy that with the dealerships. And then, of course, let's see here. Now, Wednesday. Guys, I'm going to put a video out on it. They're going to start giving us the special edition Challenger starting this Wednesday. And then almost once a week, like every other Wednesday, we start getting more and more special edition Challengers. So let's see what those are. I'm excited to bring it to you guys. I'm sure you guys are excited to see them. We'll see what they got. And let's see, not you and Scott, both with the biggest super chats tonight. So I got to sort that out really quick. And I'm sorry I didn't get more comments, guys. I had so many. A lot came in. You guys have been very interactive. Don't forget to hit me up on Instagram with your questions, guys. I just got through all of my, it took me a while to answer everybody on Instagram because just had a lot come through while I was gone and had all those people on my channel. But I did get caught up with most people, and it's a great place to ask me questions. RacerX Official on Instagram. That's one of the best ways to get me. I try to answer as many comments I can as well. Thank you, Sovereign Knight, on my comment section in my videos, but I do get a lot, so I can't always find all of them. But please leave your comments there. It does help the channel, guys. Once again, thank you to all of you guys for being so generous, for being such big supporters of the channel. I certainly couldn't do it without you guys. And boy, it's been a fun one. It's been a long one, guys. So I've got some ideas for a video I might film tomorrow. I didn't give you guys a lot of insight into some upcoming content, but stay tuned. Go check out Forza's video with me in it, Forza Tuning, and they're a great group of guys. So let me know what you think about that video. Leave a comment on his video section as well. And guys, that is about it for tonight. I'm like I said, I'm kind of talked out, but I just wanted to get on here and share it with you. I'm going to look at this live maybe tomorrow and see some other questions on there, because I know I just couldn't get very many questions answered tonight. I wanted to, but anyway, thank you guys so much for everything you do. Once again, moderators, you guys are the best. Thank you guys so much. And remember, hold your families tight. Mr. Splitko says, one more super chat to mess with you. Well, I really appreciate it. Another huge supporter of the channel, Mr. Pletko. So thank you so much for that. And guys, yeah, hit me up on Instagram. I can't wait to do another live with you. Maybe not this Wednesday, but certainly the following Wednesday we'll bring back RacerX Wednesday and get to more of a normal cadence. We're almost at 150,000 subs, guys. It's the channel's doing great. So thank you guys very much. And hold your families tight. Remember, it's a crazy world out there, and we are all about cars. So this is your opportunity to unplug and just be enthusiasts together, guys. You're all part of the X family. So thank you all so much. You guys have a great night, and I hope I will catch you on the next one. So until then, RacerX.